So the prices of lumber, if you haven't noticed, have gone a little bit more expensive lately. The question is why? Look, if you have been trying to do anything that has to do with wood, whether it's home improvement, buying a new house, building a new house, or even putting a deck in your backyard, you're going to notice that the prices of lumber have gone up exponentially fast. So I'm here with Joni Wolfswinkel, who owns Texas Turnkey Properties, and they do a little bit of building. You guys do a little bit of construction.
We do.
And you have noticed the costs have gone up.
Yes. Yeah, so I mean, just to construct we build new construction duplexes in Houston. And so last year, our lumber cost was about $25,000, and today they're about $55,000.
So they doubled.
Right.
Wow.
And yeah, they've doubled.
Now, so I've heard anywhere between 200% up to 340%, depending on the area, depending on the type of wood and all that kind of stuff. I guess the first question is why is it happening? What's the reason for it?
Well, there's several different factors in this. Number one, obviously, increased demand.
Right.
And then, during the pandemic, construction and manufacturing were kind of shut down.
Yeah,
and
the plants shut down, the lumber yards and mills, everything was down. Right?
Yeah, which caused, the production to take a hit. And then you're also seeing, increased demand in the market, new construction building going on. And during that time when everybody normally travels, they weren't traveling, they were, remodeling and renovating. Exactly. Yeah. So all those factors kind of contributed to it.
Well, and not only that, the other thing too that people have to realize is the tariffs. So a lot of our lumber comes in from Canada. Yeah. Well, there's very large tariffs coming in. So a lot of people are not able to get the same wood that they would get last year in the volume that they need. You mark that with increased demand, and now you have a problem, right? Now, do you see it getting worse? Do you see it getting better? What do you see is going to happen with this cost?
Well, for the next year, definitely it's not going to get better. You're going to continue to see the increased demand because, of course, the housing market is still strong.
Right.
So you're going to see increased demand there. Well, supply still lags, trying to get back to that.
Right. And so one of the biggest challenges you have to think about if you're thinking of buying a property, it's not just interest rates. It's not just house prices. It's what's causing the house price to go up. So for example, if you're doing a new build, prices have doubled, right? On certain supplies. That is going to be pushed down to the consumer. So you are going to pay more for that house this year, not just because of appreciation, but because of expenses like lumber. And the thing is there's other things that a lot as well. For example, a lot of these supplies for COVID are oil-based products. So anything that is oil-based, like any type of plumbing or PVC or anything like that, that is affected as well. So again, you've got to look at the macro, the big picture of things that are looking at, because again, you have to understand that it's not just appreciation or interest rates. Now, are you going to have to increase your prices?
We have had to do that. And this year alone, that's kind of been a hard hit is our prices were so low and now we've had to increase them. We're seeing builders across town actually putting in their contracts, that because lumber prices are going up, seems like daily. So they're having to put that in their contracts in case it does jump up.
Yeah, I've seen even some contractors say, I can't build.
Right.
Number one, I can't get the lumber, but number two, I have no idea what my margins are going to be. So it's better for me to sit it out because some contractors are losing money at the end because of the cost of the lumber.
Yep, absolutely.
So is there a solution? Like if somebody was looking to buy or to build, would you say wait? Would you say to have some sort of margin? Like what is the solution for people?
I mean, I think you just prepare yourself as much as possible. I mean, if you're building, obviously try to secure your materials a lot sooner. If you're buying, you might want to wait it out. I don't know if that's a solution though, because it's going to continue to increase demand.
Yeah. Now they say that it may start laxing a little bit in 2021, just a little bit, or at least leveling off because the supply is starting to pick up. Because when COVID started, all the people during the pandemic, they shut down, they weren't doing it. Then demand increased while supply was low. So that's why it's inversely related, which is simple economics of supply and demand. Now that all the lumber yards and everything is going up, once the tariffs are dropped or brought down so that stuff can come in from Canada, I think you'll see the equilibrium of that.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're going to do another follow-up in a couple months to find out what's going on. So make sure you watch this channel. I'd like to know if you're building something, put in the comments. Are you dealing with lumber costs? What are something that is expensive for you in your area? And let us know. So this is Steve Rozenberg. We'll talk to you next time.
See ya.